Hey everybody, Jessica Coulter here, CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. Today we're going to be talking about time tests and what you need to do to get the best score possible. So before we really jump into it, I want to know if you are studying for a time test right now or if you've ever taken a time test. So hit that like or thumbs up button for me if you have. And if you are currently preparing for a test, I want to know, is it the ACT, the SAT? Is it some kind of professional exam for like a realtor license, insurance, something like that? Let me know down below. Now, if you're wondering why I have some advice for you, why I have these 3 tips and why, I know what I'm talking about. My name again, Jessica Coulter, CEO and founder of Ace Cookie Tutoring. I specialize in ACT prep, among other things. So I have all the strategies you need to do well on each of the ACT sections. I also have done really well on the ACT myself, especially in the reading and English sections. So I can definitely get you, your child's score up, no problem. And I have contractors that can help you with the content of the math and science sections. I do the reading and English sections. So with that in mind, let's talk about these 3 strategies that are going to be great for the ACT, SAT, or pretty much any test that is timed. So number 1, answer the easy questions first. Answer the questions you know first. So if you read a question and you are pointless, or you feel pointless anyway, you have no idea what the answer is, then move on. Do not spend time trying to figure out what the question's asking. Don't spend time trying to figure out, how to possibly figure that out. Just move on. Put an answer down and move on if you just do not know. Okay, so that is strategy number 1. Because if you are in a rush, you don't have time to really spend 5-10 minutes per question, especially like on the ACT when there's 60 questions, 60 minutes in the math section. Answer the ones you know, move on. Okay, so before I give you tip 2, I want to let you know I have a Facebook group dedicated to ACT prep. It's called Parents of Successful ACT Takers. So it is geared towards parents, but students and adults taking the ACT are more than welcome to join. Would love to have you. Give you some ACT tips and some practice questions with explanations. So the link is somewhere here on the screen. It's also in the description. So facebook.com/groups/A's for students. Or excuse me, that's my other group. So there's 2 Facebook groups, but the one for ACT prep is groups/ACT success. Now I do want to tell you, if you're watching this on YouTube and you're not a Facebook person, I would love to have you as a subscriber of my channel, so the next time I go live with a video like this, or maybe the next time I go live with some ACT specific practice questions and answers. So here we go. Let's talk about step number 2 here to do well on the time test, and that is answer choice elimination. So say you get to a question and you have an idea of what the answer might be, like something's ringing a bell, it seems like a question you could probably figure out. Well, then a way to make sure you get a good score, or at least increase the chances of getting a good score or getting that question right, start eliminating the obviously wrong answers. So if you look at something like, again, a math problem, and you're thinking the answer's between 9 and 15, well, get rid of that 6. Get rid of that 25, because there's no way they're right, because they're really low and they're really high. Now, if you're on, like, say, the English section, or you're in an English class, and you're thinking, that sounds like so-and-so character, or, oh, I think this is a comma rule, then if there's no commas in the answer, or there's answers about a character that is not even part of the story, just eliminate it. Get it out of there, so that way your chances of getting that question right immediately start increasing. Okay, so that is tip number 2, answer choice elimination. Got one more tip for you guys. Before we move on though, if you're just now joining us, thank you for being here. Do know I want you to tap that like or heart button for me, so I know you're there watching. And I also want you to tell me which test it is you are studying for, which ones you are preparing for. Let me know down below. So last and final tip and step here for you when it comes to these time tests has to do with pacing. So it's a time test, so that means you only have so much time and you have so many questions. Well, you know how many questions and how much time you have before you start the test. So with like a standardized test like ACT or SAT, or maybe like if you're walking into a final or something, have an idea of how many questions you need to answer every 5 minutes, every 20 minutes, whatever it is. Because you want to pace yourself so that way you can keep an eye on the clock or your watch, because I always suggest wearing a watch too, but that's a different tip. But keep track of the time, because if you're supposed to be on question 10 according to your timing and you're only on question 4, then you are going way too slow, and you need to start working on answer choice elimination. You need to start working on answering the easy questions. Okay? So guys, and that was kind of quick, kind of just a very overview look. So if you want more help, some more detailed help, especially with the ACT, then join my group. Again, the link's in the description. It's facebook.com/groups/ACT success. Join the group so you can get the tips, the strategies you need to increase your ACT score. So thank you so much, guys. Have a great night. We'll see you in the next video.